Good morning, humanity. It is March 28th, 2022, and it's our favorite time of the week because it's Mondays with Bev and Paul. At least it's our favorite time. I don't know about yours. And hi, everybody. My name's Paul.
I always think about that. Hello, this is we have a good time.
Yeah, we do, even if nobody else is watching. But
Yeah.
and I did post on the comments here on Facebook part of it. We want to thank Mimi Dye for that music. I noticed it gets picked up on copyright, but she did give us the rights to use that on our video and
Gorgeous.
wherever we wanted to. Great viola player. We had her for a concert once in Hawaii in this
Wonderful.
in this
Oh,
big church downtown, and it was wonderful.
wow.
Yeah, it was a great little fundraiser. We might want to think of doing something like that again. Do a little
Hmm.
concert, get
That would be wonderful, wouldn't it?
get the Doors over here, or Blue Dog
Yeah.
Night, or something like that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Or get you to sing.
Oh, Lord.
All right, everybody, we're going to talk about why teach biotouch. Because we got inspired by a certification class that we just held this weekend. 8 hours each day, and we first of all want to take the time to show you the class. There it is. There were two students and three of us teaching, and we had two graduate. There was actually a third one in there. We didn't get that, Diane.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
darn.
I know. We should have taken it at the beginning. Diane Gates Hawkins Gates, I can't remember what it was, and she is from Hawaii. Old time certified practitioner, worked with us in the center there in Tucson and wants to
Yeah.
sort of pick it up and get BioTouch back into the islands. So we are excited
Wonderful.
about that.
She's lovely.
Oh, yeah. And so we had two graduate practitioners. One was Ty Vinson. She's from Ohio, and she is
On
raring to
fire.
go. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
raring to go. She already has her poster up in her, and she was
I know. I love it.
only took the class what 2 weeks ago, the
Yep.
beginning class, and so she's looking forward to teaching and sharing BioTouch as part of her healing work with folks. So she's a graduate practitioner working on getting certified. And another person we had, Kadee Kotter. She took the practitioner training back in 2014 and
Wow.
just sort of was out of the loop for a long time, but we'd always stayed in contact. And she just got excited. She lives in Show Low, Arizona, and she wants to create this as part of her community work and her doula work. She is also a licensed doula. So,
Oh, perfect. Yep.
so we are excited to be working with these two ladies as they move forward in their certification. And
Yep.
so it just reminded us, didn't it, about why why are we even spending all this time and energy teaching? So let's start with
Yeah.
our vision, and then we can build on it. Our vision is to encourage all people to take responsibility for their own health care, empower them to assist others, and create a community of people worldwide dedicated to service, self awareness, and recognizing the equality of all humanity, thus forming a chain which shall go on indefinitely.
I mean, powerful. Every time I hear that or read it, I'm like, this is meant for all time. This was when you guys came up with this 30 something years ago, it was like something was hovering over you writing these words, because this is what's happening now, right now, in this shifting and changing and opening. So many people are awakening to other things, about taking responsibility, about having that, going on that self-awareness and changing their lives and looking at things differently. We're hearing a lot of things about us. People are talking about us and we and the group and humanity, and we are one. And
Right?
I mean, we're right there.
Yeah, it's interesting about just last night. I happened to tune in to the Oscars, and it was incredible how many times people talked about just love. That we are loved, and that it's time to just express love for one another. And people had tears in their eyes as they were talking about their mission to come here. And even though there was this little tidbit in there where one guy goes up and slaps the presenter of thing, and then next moment he's up accepting an award for a movie with tears in his purpose, and you sort of see the conflict in humanity just in that little show
Yeah.
between here's this anger, frustrated part of us, defensive part of ourselves that wants to reach out and slap somebody, and yet we know it's about bringing love to the planet, bringing peace, bringing community to people. And we're sort of in this in between state, you know?
Well, there's an old saying, and you just described it, that humanity, we are the link between the angels and the animals, and we exhibit both.
Right. Right. So,
Okay, we have this desire part of ourselves, this little part of ourselves. Actually, it's not very little, it's huge. It's been being in control of humanity for a very long time. That that all of those desire and I need this and I want this and I'm angry, and there's that part of us, and then there's this angel part of us that is just touches the essence of who we truly are. And for me, why we keep doing this and getting BioTouch out, BioTouch is the angel part of it, but it
right.
also says, but you're in a human body. Let's start with that, so that the angel part of you can unfold in that self-awareness.
And so we teach these points. We don't have a huge philosophy. We don't have, any kind of belief system. We just teach the points, which when you extend that fingers, as Louis just said, you're saying to the body, it's all okay. You are loved, and here's a way that I can love you without having to get into any kind of belief system. It really is an expression of a deep love and compassion for our fellow human beings. And that might just start with your personal family.
Right.
I mean, trying to understand that we're one global community is a little hard for the mind.
Pretty abstract right
Yeah,
now.
sort of
Yeah.
hard to get but you can start right at home. You can start with the kids. I mean, one of the great things about Diane, who is taking care of her niece and nephew, and little 4-year-old niece who has a lot of trauma work that she's working with, and when Diane goes to touch her, she's like, no, 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 I don't want to touch. But the little girl loves touching Diane. There's a healing in that. Here's this
Yeah. Oh my
4-year-old
goodness.
helping Auntie, with her own stress and her own pain. So just to start in that little family structure
I
is
know.
why we teach this. I mean, it just
Powerful.
excites us to see 4-year-olds touching their
How
parents.
sweet. I mean, this is that vision. This is the vision. I don't care if you're 4 years old or 40 years old.
Right.
You're here to be loved and to love. And it doesn't matter it doesn't matter who's giving or receiving BioTouch. In that relationship of being with each other, you're both gonna get something.
Right. And
that's the thing.
And we have seen, as we talked about in our vision, the chain creating community of equality, creating a chain which shall go on indefinitely. So we don't have to understand any of this, but really it is a chain that as you reach out and touch one person, and that was sort of a theme throughout those Oscars too. It was just about love, and trying to use our movies and our, whether it's streamed here or streamed there, to bring a different message to humanity.
Yeah. Bring the different message.
Yeah, to bring a message that we care about one another.
I've often thought of BioTouch as, this came to me and I said, you know what, this foundation is here to spread the good news of hope and love and caring about each other. That's what we're doing. And that's why we keep doing these shows and the practitioner trainings and the certification trainings never vary. They've never varied from the very first class.
Right.
They're still the same. And somebody said that yesterday, the integrity is just amazing. But That's what love can hold.
Right.
When you're presenting like that, that happens.
And so, why do we teach? We want people to understand that this whole healing system called BioTouch is simple and it's for everyone. And so, our goal, so Bev is the president of the board, I'm the executive director along with Bev, is to maintain with a group of people the integrity of those points. As I had an elder tell me once, without the points, you have nothing.
Right.
And so it really is in the touching of those points that all these things that we talk about with words, yakety, 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 yak, is really all right here. This
Yeah.
is all that's needed. And this has no language. This is a universal language that when you touch one human being on their body, it's the same for everybody. There are no differences, except in maybe colors, eyes, what we wear, but the body functions the same. This
Same.
miraculous body
Yeah.
that who knows how the hell it got, you know, holy Toledo. And we're just beginning to get to the surface of its functions and its aspects and how to work with it. And so BioTouch and what they're finding in all this quantum physics and quantum work, in DNA work about changing the thought, can change the pattern of how the body functions. And
Yeah.
what do we hear from Mr. Bruce Lipton and all these
Oh,
other people? It's all
that little
just,
aha moment of his,
yeah,
that we can change the story at the cellular structure.
with love.
And here's the kicker, it has to be changed and spoken. That's new story spoken in love.
Right.
I mean, here's this cellular biologist. Now he's bridging what his work in the scientific field with what he calls spiritual enlightenment. That and this is what's happening.
Right.
Even science and so-called religion, that is bridging. This is a bridging time. And BioTouch, is a rainbow bridge. It's just it's taking those, it's saying to us, this is a gift because we deserve to have it, and you get to share it, every one of us, with each other. And I always come back to, my goodness, can you imagine if humanity was using BioTouch in their lives every day?
Right.
I mean,
it would change the planet. And we're not talking about a lot of time. So why do we
no.
teach this? Because we want to make sure everybody understands how simple it is. And so we'll show it right here, the greeting. If all you could do is take 60 seconds out of your day to do the greeting on someone and to have them do the greeting on you, and it doesn't even take 60 seconds. I mean, what do we got?
Yeah.
6 to 8, 6 to 8. So that's
Katie came up with 50,
12.
50.
It's actually 30 seconds.
Yeah.
4 times 12,
Right.
I mean, it's 30.
That's what she was saying. Let's see, 40.
So, but we'll just say less than a minute,
Right.
I mean, it would change the dynamics of the planet. It would create this change, but we've got to keep it simple. We have to teach this technique so it remains simple, because the mind wants to complicate everything.
Well, if this gift is meant for every single person, what would we be accomplishing if it wasn't simple to offer and talk about,
Right.
and teach? I mean, that it would be against everything we're trying to do. Too complicated.
So we're going
No.
to teach it right here. I'll teach you point 1. Bev will teach you point 2 of the greeting. You just take your dominant hand. Okay, if you're listening to this on a podcast, just take the index and the middle finger of a dominant hand. All right, I'm left-handed, that's why I'm showing this one. And you take those 2 fingers and just reach under your shirt there, go between a button, and you want to go feel that breastbone, and it ends and it gets soft, just in the tummy area there. And you take those 2 fingers and you hold lightly for 6 to 8 seconds. Decide what you want. If you want 7, that's fine. No need to do longer, but you should do 6 seconds because you want to take your time. 6 to 8 seconds, that's point one of the greeting.
And point two is you take that same dominant hand, those two fingers, and you can bend your head down, and you see that what we call the big bone at the base of the neck. You're going to locate that, and you're going to move 1 to 1.5 inches to the left of that big bone straight. And you hold that 6 to 8 seconds, and that is point two of the greeting. Boom.
Why we teach BioTouch. That's how simple it is. We just taught you in 60 seconds how to do something that'll take you 30 seconds with another human being.
And isn't that the thing that I always think about? So we've just taught whoever's listening and watching the greeting. They can literally turn around right now and do that on someone and be totally effective, because we know that greeting opens the door to possibilities in that body.
And as we said, you've now got the ability to teach others.
That's what we were telling the girls yesterday, right?
You're a teacher now. You've learned the greeting, and now you can teach other people, because all you have to do is show them the points, and that's it. There is no levels. There are no special formulas. We teach it to you. You teach it to others. They then go and teach it to others. You know, it's sort of that old thing. You teach two, those two teach two more, those two teach da-da-da-da. I mean, that's what we're trying to do here, is teach this so people feel comfortable passing it on.
Right.
It's not about hoarding it. But we have lots of ways, other ways to learn it too. One of those is coming up in our next virtual training, Saturday, April 16th, 9 to 4:30. It's a virtual training. We do have some live trainings with Eileen Webster, who does her own trainings. And this virtual training, you can get 8 CE credits if you're a massage therapist, doula, or a nurse. Go to our website, justtouch.com, and sign up for that. And then we're coming up with our next health workshop, Chronic Pain Syndromes. It's April 28th. And our very own Eileen Webster, who's a retired registered pharmacist and also cannabis pharmacist. And she's with BioTouch, bio-touch.dovemountain.com. And she's always awesome to do her presentation.
I know. She's
great. The presenter of all presenters.
She is. She is.
So we look forward to that coming up. And she's experienced her own chronic pain syndrome. What does she call it? Central sensitization syndrome is what it gets called at a certain point. So join us for that, April 28th. That's live stream. But again, all these things are sent out in emails. Have your friends, family, just sign up to get the emails. You can always delete them if you don't want them. But if you do get them and you're interested, pass them on. You know, if you're on our Facebook, share it. You know, just if nothing else, these couple of places in here where we teach the points. But also you can download that greeting for free. It's the ebook version of just the greeting. The first 10 pages for free. Has a link to the video showing you how to do it. Go to the front page of our website, justtouch.com. Click on, you want the free ebook part of it. You don't have to get anything else. And then if you have questions, contact us. You know, you have on the screen here, office@justtouch.com. Just go to justtouch.com. If you can't remember that, go to biotouchhealing.com. And if you can't remember that, just type in BioTouch Healing in your browser. It'll take you to all kinds of places, all kinds of articles, different practitioners around the world who are doing it. And that's why we teach it. We want this to be a global technique. And that's happening.
I know.
You're doing a good job, Bev.
We all are. We all are. We have an amazing board of directors that's doing this great work. So,
So again, we hope we can teach you so that you can go out and teach others. Thanks, Bev, for another wonderful Monday.
Thank you, Paul. And absolutely.
And thank you all for letting us into your home and into your phone.
Yeah.
See you all next week.
Have a great week.
I can feel the pain in sunshine or rain. So it's not caused by the weather, but it doesn't hurt that much after I feel your loving touch and we spend some time together. You take my pain away each and every day. You're an angel from heaven on high. Your butterfly touch helps me heal so much, and I get better as time goes by. You take my pain